and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and having an amazing weekend. I am so thankful you're here with me today. Today's video, guys, we are going to be doing something a little different. So we're going to be taking a little bit of a history lesson, if you will, and taking a walk down memory lane. For decades and decades, women and men have been doing all kinds of outrageous things to enhance their appearance. Today we call this beauty hacks. I thought it would be super fun if we traveled back in time and looked at all of the crazy, outrageous beauty hacks from back in the day and really just dissect them all. Before we really get started into this video, I do want to put a quick disclaimer out there. Some of these may not be for the faint of heart. I do have some very graphic images that I'm going to be sharing, and some of these are really just a little crazy. So if you're squeamish, you may not want to watch it. Be sure to check out the description. I'm going to have timestamps if you want to skip through the more graphic ones and still enjoy the video. Be doing a fun little soft glam look with Miss Jaclyn Hill just for fun as we go through all these beauty hacks. And yeah, so let's get into the video. Put some moisturizer on my face, and as we do this, let's go ahead and start talking about this first crazy beauty hack. This one's actually a facial one, and this was done way back in the 50s. And women actually used to put raw meat on their face because they said that it helped their skin to be tighter and make them look younger. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine putting raw meat on my face. Like, just having to cook raw meat alone sucks really bad because of the smell and that's enough of that one. One that beauty pageant veterans and people in the showbiz actually still use to this day, and I found it very interesting. You take petroleum jelly and you put it in your teeth, like in your upper lip, I guess, and it helps you to smile longer. Actually, I don't know exactly how it works, but I guess it has like a really nasty taste, so it makes you actually want to smile for longer. And this is still, like I said, being used today. Back in 2017, Miss Minnesota actually did an interview saying, hey, you know, I used petroleum jelly to keep my smile nice and tight and looking good, because she said the taste is so nasty that you want to keep your mouth open and smiling so that you don't have to taste it. That is definitely some dedication to wanting to be a model or beauty pageant or whatever. Okay, so you know that old wives' tale that if you want your hair to grow faster, you have to cut off a couple of inches of the dead growth or whatever it's called so that it will grow faster. Well, back in the day, women would actually do that to their eyelashes every 6 months so that they would grow longer. Now, I don't know if it was legit, if it actually made a difference or not. But yeah, they would actually cut them down to near nothing so that they would grow fuller and longer quicker. Early 1900s, a new treatment came out for weight loss. It supposedly claimed that there was no dieting involved or exercising, and you guys will not believe what it was. Tapeworms. Tapeworms, you guys. Supposedly, you would get a jar packed of sanitized tapeworms. Like, honestly, what... Are they safer because they're sanitized? Should I feel better because their tapeworms are sanitized? The scary part is people did this. They would actually consume and ingest these tapeworms. That could literally kill a person. So I think that is definitely a bit much, and the fact that people actually done it. Some people will literally do anything to lose weight or, you know, look prettier or whatever the situation may be. The crazier part about this is they still use this method in certain parts of the world. It is definitely still a weight loss treatment that is being used to this day, and I can't even imagine doing something that drastic to lose weight. I mean, of course I could lose a couple of pounds, but to put your own health at risk or even life or death situation just to lose a couple of pounds, it's definitely not worth it to me. In the 60s and 70s, long hair was all the hype. Everybody had it. You can look back at all of these really pretty women back in the 60s and 70s, and everyone had long, straight hair. But don't be fooled, because that took a lot of effort. Obviously, back then there wasn't hair straighteners, so women would actually use flat irons and just put their long hair on the ironing board and straighten their hair with a flat iron. Obviously, this was the beginning of the invention for a hair straightener. To be honest with you, I think it's actually pretty cool to think about the fact that they done that. So here's a really crazy one. They used to actually, people didn't like having freckles, I guess, and they would actually freeze your freckles off with carbon dioxide, you guys. And it was a popular practice back in like the 1930s. I'm going to pop up some pictures so you can see for yourself. But they would literally put plugs on the patient's eyes, and their nose would fill up with this carbon dioxide, and they would literally have to breathe through a tube so that they could even breathe, and this would freeze off their freckles. The crazy part is now we've came so like 360 around. Everybody wants freckles. Everybody, you can see the Snapchat filters with the little freckles on it and all of that, and I just think it's insane to see such a huge difference in how everything has transpired after many people were killed doing this and using this practice. They finally shut it down and thought of new ways to get rid of freckles, and that is just crazy. So this one here truly boggles me. I'm going to pop up a picture so you can see for yourself. But back between the 1940s to the 1960s, people actually used Lysol for douching. And I think they also used it as a form of birth control as well. And it literally boggles me. I guess because it's like a cleaner, it's supposed to clean you out. Maybe that was their way of thinking. Obviously, this was not innovative. It did not work at all for either birth control or douching. And it actually did make a lot of people super sick. But this was definitely one I had to pinpoint on and show you guys because it's just so outrageous. Okay, so this one really isn't that crazy, but it's definitely commitment. Women used to actually brush their hair 100 strokes a day, you guys. 100 strokes a day. And they would break this up into intervals from morning and afternoon and supper to make sure that they didn't lose track. Supposedly this helped them to keep their hair shinier and healthier and softer and all of the things that you want with your hair. I'm gonna have to try this out and see if it makes a difference. I mean, if they used it back then and it made a difference for them, maybe it works. Who knows? If you try it, let me know how it works in the comments below. And last but definitely not least, women actually used to do ritual facial exercises with their face to keep their skin nice and young and tight. It was supposed to be like an anti-aging thing, and they would do it every night routinely. And I mean, I guess I could see how that would work actually, because you think about it, the more you use your facial muscles and things like that, I guess it would help to keep you looking young. These were probably just like conspiracy theories, and women didn't have a lot of the products that we have nowadays. Science has came a long way, beauty products have came a long way, so they worked with what they got and they made the best out of what they had. And I'm not getting down on them for it. I just thought these were absolutely crazy, and I had to share them with you. So here is my look for the day. I love the Jaclyn Hill palette so much. All I got left to do is put some setting spray on, which I am doing right now. In honor of beauty hacks, I decided to do my favorite one today and keep this very simple and put a little bit of a white liner underneath my eyes. in my waterline because supposedly this gives you a more like rounder eye effect. And so yeah, I decided to do that one. It is one of my favorite little beauty hacks and I do it all the time. I think it helps to kind of like reshape my eyes and give them more depth. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was really fun looking all this up and sharing it with you guys. I know this stuff is crazy and I'm sure there'll be even more crazier beauty hacks in the future. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next one, bye!